Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skill, you did.
Playing skill.
Ice on the wrist, raw on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, raw on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They elevated us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out of zip.
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, buddy.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Real.
From the gun, Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Being chased out left. There goes a deep ball. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Let's go. Check, check. Lucky. Check 52. Shoot.
Second and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory all the way down at the 21-yard line. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A run for Nick Chubb, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Under 10, 10.
Check 4. Big ass.
Say. Wow,
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
180. King. Check.
They run, Chubb, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Chubb. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Alert 3.
Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Reset. Check. Truck.
He'll drop to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 24 yards. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. It's all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jamie Gillen now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Grant on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Now back to throw.
Check 26, check 26.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's gone limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense